kick it back. Bounce with it, just kick it back. Bounce with it, just zone out, just kick it back. Bounce with it.
Y'all like that over there?
Yeah, who sings that?
Ruffalo, I don't know who sings that, man. I'm 50 years old, but I know one thing.
I like that.
A lot of these cats has the leg kick that I really actually appreciate, and because I always said that the leg kick is a perfectionist type of approach where you get that leg up and you got to get that front foot down. Michael Harris Jr. is doing a terrific job of getting that leg up, but he sort of kicks it out a little bit. Not like as much as Luke Boyd does, but he kicks it out to the point where you're thinking, man, he has a big one, but what is he actually trying to sort of get with that leg kick? And it's sort of getting on his backside, but also see how he kicks it out, but he stays so level and through and flat through the zone that he has such balance. And I've talked about balance yesterday when we talked about the sweet swings, Lo, but the balance is everything. George Springer yesterday put the boys on his back and sort of separate this game from the Cardinals with a big grand slam. But his leg kick is more of a subtle, quick one and getting in and out the zone, meaning that the 99-mile-an-hour fastball speaks to him getting that foot up real quick, but getting it down just, quicker to sort of get that bat from A to B. I always say that A to B swing has to be on point because you're getting your A swing off to have positive results in that at bat. Luis Urias, I think he gets away with his big leg kick with velocity. 90-mile-an-hour fastball is not going to beat him so much because he pulls his hands in real nicely. If you can pull the hands in and sort of bring that knob down through, see the hands come through, Ruffalo, nice and easy, that is perfect. Let's go back to that one more second where you can see the hands come through. The knob is pulled down. We had Ron Darling on yesterday. He talked about bringing that knob down through. Well, that knob is up, but it's about to start going down. But the hands is what makes so much sense here with the leg kick. If you get that foot down, you will definitely have good results with those hands coming through the zone. And Luis actually clipped one. And now, look, we didn't even know what that ball was for a minute, but it came down out the ballpark. And I love this kid. 6'7". His is sort of the smoothest for me when you're talking about leg kicks and you're talking about being subtle. Subtle to me is everything. Let's go back to that, Jeremy, for 1 second. When I talk about just being smooth, he has a lot of moving parts. And I don't know if that's going to hurt him at some point, but I think he's so solid. And once he gets sort of acclimated, I mean, it's only a 6-homer yesterday, but you see he's already recognized what he wants to do. The front side is not going to be blocked off, and the hands are flying through the zone. I think he's going to hit a ton of home runs in this league. The leg kick is not too high. It's more of a coil, but he gets it up, and he stays on his backside really good. And when you leg kicking, you have to be smooth like this, I think, to sort of be productive enough where you sort of can be consistent. I think consistency is everything with the leg kick because if you don't feel good with the leg kick, guess what? You go to a more subtle approach. That's just bottom line what it is.
Cliff, is it about power or is it timing?
It's timing, and I think everything is with your timing. If your timing's off, you can never be picture perfect like that. That is a poster that you want to hang in your room when you watching hitting. That is exactly how you want to be. You want to be on your backside. You see the head is behind everything. The head is behind the ball. The bat is about to come through and just be everything you need as far as the A swing. The A swing, you want to be done with this at bat. You want to be able to catch that ball, not foul it off, but be on point enough to have absolute firepower. And he's going to have it. He is really going to have it. He stays center. He could have did a lot of things with that ball in that situation, but that ball went right center. He could have pulled that ball, but once he gets going, it's going to be lights out. You're going to pitch him differently. Dylan Carson, another ball right here where leg kick is more up and down, but you also looking at where he stays center of the field. I think a lot of guys get caught up, and I was one of those guys that got caught up in being a one-dimensional. So you come around here for me 1 second. One-dimensional means this. You see, Dylan sort of gets that ball to the point where he should pull this ball. In your mind, you're thinking that ball is about to be pulled. But if you keep that shoulder tucked in nice and that foot is down, you can stay center of the diamond and still get production out of it. And what I mean by that is I was here. So when my leg kick came, I opened up so much that I cut myself off and I only really covered that much of the plate. When you have a swing like this, and Jeremy, roll this back for me with Dylan. When you have a guy, you can play it now.
When you open up like that.
Just that. Well, the thing is, Lauren, You see how close he is?
Yeah.
That means he's not one-dimensional. He can do anything he wants to do with this baseball, but if you stay in center, everything allows you, with how your setup is and how the leg kick and how the foot comes down, to give you sort of more options without thinking about the options. Meaning that you can pull this ball or you can stay center and put more wood on that ball and get better results. I think that's the key to making sure you stay center of the diamond with your approach, not pulling off, right, and not doing things uncharacteristic gonna put you in a position where you roll over these balls. So kicking it with Cliff is sort of just just to show you some of the guys in the league, the different variables and varieties of leg kicks that we have, and you know, the production still is there. We said with the productions, but I like to do it after guys have good games, so you can sort of see the different leg kicks that we have around the league.
You opened up your stance so much. How'd you get to the ball outside?
I didn't. I hit 233 homers and maybe 231 to right field. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why when you talk about the leg kick, I just said, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to get on the plate and figure out a way to get my hands through and make the outside of the plate sort of down the middle. That's how I kind of lived. I mean, it wasn't anything that, you know, that was like, oh, rocket science, but I just felt like if I got close to the plate, then this part of the plate was the middle for me. And if you jam me in here, so be it, but I felt like I could cover a little bit more with the barrel.
Good stuff, Cliff.
Yeah.